season high jumper with another triple-double. What did it mean for this team for Colin to play the way he did off the bench?
Well, I'll give you a funny story about that. So after the game, obviously Michael had a great night. Joker had a great night. Thought Pope's defense and just, I wasn't even sure if he was going to play tonight. For him to, fight through that hand injury and play the way he did. And then the guys gave Colin the game ball, for his performance. 18 points, 4 assists, no turnovers. And he looked very comfortable, very confident out there. And upon seeing that, some of the guys gave Colin the game ball, and Nicole said, "What the hell you do? I just had a triple-double. That's my game ball." So, a lot of guys stepped up and played well. We've been very good in the second night of back-to-backs this year. And, we got contributions from a lot of guys tonight, which is what you need.
That is. Why do you think you guys have played so well on second night of back-to-backs?
I'm not really sure. It's not something that's black and white that I could pinpoint. It's this. I think tonight it was understanding that, okay, we handled our business last night against Washington. Didn't have to play guys really heavy minutes. And then the time of the year, I think, we talked about going into the break, having lost 3 in a row, which is not what we wanted, but you have to own it. And, we talked about coming out of the break and hitting the ground running and playing at a high level. And obviously Nicola back-to-back triple-doubles, but, Michael's 34 and 12 and a lot of other guys playing well. But I think it's more of an understanding of what time it is.
What have you seen from Michael Porter in terms of taking advantage of some opportunities to get good looks inside the arc in the last couple of games?
Well, yeah, the good thing was he was 5 of 10 from 3 tonight. Last night he was 2 of 7. He's rebounding. That's back-to-back nights where he's been all over the glass. I think 11 last night, 12 tonight. But he's also shown that he can put the ball on the floor. And if Michael fully commits to passing and cutting, I think he gets so many more easy baskets because the guy that he's passing to is arguably one of the greatest passers in the history of this game. And Michael's such a big target, and they play on the high side, so they're trying to make him a 2-point scorer. And he's shown that he can do that just as efficiently. So this was a night where Michael played at a high level throughout the whole course of the game.
Does he sort of understand those, the need for him to score a little bit more on certain nights when someone like Jamal is going to be out for you guys?
Yeah, we want Michael to be Michael no matter who's out there. We know that he's efficient. He can shoot the ball with the best of them. And you got to take what the game gives you. I think it's important. I think we have a lot of guys that don't come out and try to force the issue. They take what the defense gives them. And that's our weight room over there. Our guys are getting after it. Yeah, so... Michael's reading the game and reading the defense, and it was great to have, without Jamal, you have 3 guys get, 34, 29, and then Colin off the bench gives you 18.
You just talked about Michael moving without the ball, pass and cut. There was an interesting time out early in the game, and Aaron Gordon was out, and he was talking to the guys, and he was talking about move. They're overplaying, cut. Is that the key to your offense, just movement without the ball?
Yeah, we are a ball movement and player movement team, and we get ourselves into trouble when you turn it over. So, 13 turnovers, but I think 9 of those were in the first half. So second half, much better job of not beating ourselves, which was great to see. But if you move the ball, the defense is going to break down. If you give yourself up, there's so many ways to be unselfish in this game, and people always think being unselfish is just with the ball and the pass. If Nicola pops and I slot cut behind it, I'm opening up something for somebody, creating a paint 3 behind that. So, and when you have a quarterback like, Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, who's just going to find you, it's just how we play, and it's, for me, the right way to play.
You talked about talking to the guys about hitting the ground running post All-Star. What can you say about, you go up against 2 teams that on paper you should beat, but kind of the approach your guys have had so far, how impressed have you been with the way they've come back?
Yeah, well, on the season, I think, in this league, you have to win the games you're supposed to win on paper. And I think overall we've done an outstanding job of beating the teams that are below 500. And that has to continue now with 25 games to go. But then more importantly, to your point, Katie, understanding, I thought Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in the huddles tonight was great. Even late in the game when I put in, Jalen and Julian and Justin and Jay and Braxton, he's in the huddle saying, hey, play the right way, build good habits. We're building for a championship. And so I think, when you have veterans like KCP vocalizing that, and making sure everybody understands that we have to start our kind of playoff push now. And not that we're going to go 25-0 the rest of the way, but just the approach and the proper mindset. And I've seen that in 2 games. And now we know we go to San Francisco, and it's going to be a hell of a challenge playing them for the 4th time this year. And I think our guys will be up for that challenge as well.
Coming off of the solid game yesterday, what do you see from Zeke tonight?
Yeah, I mean, just rebounding. He's a great offensive rebounder, and I love when he rebounds in traffic, takes his time, gathers, goes up strong, and dunks it. That's always just so much fun to watch. I thought he had some very good defensive possessions tonight, fighting Ayton in the post, got a steal, working to front him in the lane. 3 or 4 from the field. He's, Zeke is getting an opportunity, and to his credit, he's taking advantage of it.
How much are conversations with him about sort of using his size the right way and sort of understanding his presence inside after those kinds of rebounds?
Yeah, I think it's just something that, we've worked with him on, and give Zeke all the credit in the world, because he's understood, okay, these opportunities, I know that maybe I'm not going to get a lot of play calls for me, but when I get an offensive rebound, Moses Malone said it years ago, every time my teammate shoots the ball, I think it's a pass to me. That's Zeke's mindset. When somebody shoots the ball, he's crashing the glass, he's getting us offensive rebounds, and he's going up with authority and finishing it. But one thing I know about Zeke, Najee, is that he's going to play extremely hard every single night, and I admire that about him.
One more question?
Did Nikola end up taking the game ball, or did Colin get to keep it?
No, that's Nikola banging the wall right now, but I think he's going to let Colin have it. That's what I love about our team. People are excited for Nikola, triple-double, but like Colin has a game like he had, and the entire locker room is really, really happy for him, because it wasn't just Colin had a good game. He had a good game and helped us win the game. And that's a huge difference. And, shout out to Colin for just everything he's been through, staying ready and going out there and playing the way he played.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, everyone.